Yeah, we got in a copyright strike for sure. There's no way that's not copywritten. There's no way, right? That's a banger. That's got to be copywritten. Copyright strike incoming. 100%. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, Wix. Yeah, I heard it in Little Mermaid for sure, something like that. Under the sea. No bots on Wick on this 1 hour. That's fine. Oh, we didn't do the intro. Well, that could have been the intro. Let me know if you guys want the intro. I'll play the intro. You guys want the intro? Intro or no intro? We got time for the one time. All right, yeah, we're back here. Let's do it for the one time. Yeah, we're gonna need some closures here anyway. Yeah, let's get the intro going. It'll give me a chance to do the damn thing.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success.
BRB.
Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going. The belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. My willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit. Because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Damn, why didn't nobody say nothing? I was talking to myself again on the first day of comeback. Yeah, what I was saying is we've closed bearish on the daily, and every time we've closed bearish on the daily, we've kind of gapped up. Like, we've had a heavy pump up, but we're still bearish for the day. 4 hours come up heavily off this support, and so is the hourly. Right? Decision making time. We're either going to hold this or we're going to break it. If we break it, we'll look for some buys up. What I'd want is a support to be formed. Right? Because right now, any kind of buy we take will involve a 300 pip stop. No bueno. So we're waiting for a resistance or support to be formed here. What's up? Jonathan Don Julio in the building. Don Julio, act a foolio. Raj, I see you. Max. Yeah. Spaceman Sam. Sam got started early today with all the links and stuff. Bougie in the building. Nate. Alright. A lot of people here. What up, Daniel? Trader, Alex. Nice. How's your rest? Didn't really rest, but it was a good getaway. Good mental reset, but not enough. I need more. More, I tell ya. Now all we need is more holy J sessions. No, we just need to win. Now we just need to win. All we gotta do is wait now. Anybody figure out what that push was last night? What that drop of 300 pips in Asian was? We're in a range. Yes, we are. We are in a range. We won away. We are one win away from the second round. The Knicks took the Pistons down yesterday. Complete luck, but it is what it is. It is what it is. This is really clean range up here. I just want a clean closure above here. Clean range to come up. See, there's candles to the left. So clean. What up, Doc Shot? See. Tempting right now. So got a 30 closure here in about 5 minutes. See if we can get this close. Because the 1 hour didn't have a top wick, right? We've come up, we've tapped this resistance, came down, made a top wick. I mean, made a bottom wick. The 1 hour didn't have a bottom wick. Come up, right? We tapped this resistance, 33.09, came down, made a bottom wick for the 1 hour. Broke the previous 15 low. Now we're coming back up. Now we just need a closure. What up, XD? Love you from Philippines. Love you from the States. Music loud. Really? Let's fix that. How can that be loud? I don't get it. I barely hear it. You take a vacation? No, I took a break. Alright, 33, 37, 34, 33 and a half minutes left. Hold on a second. Kaya, close that door, please. Where's your sister? Where's Sam? They're both sleeping? They're both sleeping? Okay. Break from streams. I still trade it. Two minutes here for closure. This 15 give us a stop. How big is this? Jeez, that's a 90 fucking pip candle. Oh well. Oh well. a seat. Let's see what happens. Got 20 seconds here for closure. Ha! No top wick. Yeah, I got nothing here. There's going to be more waiting involved here. I'm not taking anything here. No, JJ was here last night for Asian session. He had a dub with us last night, so I know he was there. He's got a young kid. Gotta take care of business first. Yeah, at this point, I don't really care if this flips up and drives. It's just the probability of the drive happening went down a bit. Probably go like this. That was my break. It was good. Much needed. Much needed. Guy gained more weight instead of losing it. What are you talking about? Posted in the clubhouse, there's no power. Big outage. Oh, for the whole country? Should have paid that bill. Can you slow your music volume? I can, but any lower than this will take it to mute. Like this is the next possible after mute. Vacation's good. There's a on the 4 hour, there's this level where the price has made a triple bottom. Okay, I guess. Is it the right way to look at the chart? Is this a high area where the market has rejected from? A high area? I don't know if that area is high, but there is no right or wrong way to look at the market. I mean, if that's what you notice, that's what you notice. Does that give you an edge that you can act on? If not, then it's just noise. Just tell the guy with the piano to take a break. Yeah, everything else is good. It's the piano that's loud, right? Then we got the sax. Where are the sax guys over here? Wilding out. Nobody invited you, bro. Take that little oversized flute back home. I mean, not much we can do here. There's a level here, right? And then we have a closure with no wick here, kind of solidifying that this is a resistance. There's no more range to come up, so we need a closure above here once that happens. This is good that we're pulling back, but I want a closure above, and I want it with a top wick. If not, then we're just going to look for this hourly to come back down. 25 minutes left. Whereas Benny, he's snoring right next to me. He's sleeping. Yeah, Benny, I'm gonna take a picture. He's passed out on the laundry. Yeah, if you want to see Benny, go to the Discord. I'm about to put up a picture of Benny right now. Go to our free Discord chat. The Discord is free. Where can I post this? General chat? Do we even have a general chat? Thank you, Nate. I couldn't find it. It's like, where the fuck is the general chat? That's what Benny looks like right now. Sleeping right on top of the laundry. It's literally right next to him. Snoring loud as hell. Hawaii. Took a little break. A little breezy. Sleeping like a baby. It is sleeping like a baby. He is it. Uh-oh. We have a White House press conference happening right now. Damn, 8:36 a.m. They're already out there in full force, just signing orders and shit, kicking people out the country. Funny, Trump be acting like a bouncer at the club, and the night's over, right? It's like 5 a.m. and he's like, y'all gotta go. It's 8 in the morning, he's deporting people. He's like, nope. We only party till 4. Club America's closed. Club America's closed. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. You wanna go to Venezuela, Philippines, wherever the fuck you wanna go, go ahead. Nicaragua. What do you call people from Nicaragua? Are those Nicas? Nicas? Yo, you my Nicas. But wherever you gotta go, do it. Trump will give you a plane. Uh-oh, Jay in the building. Y'all summoned him. Y'all summoned Jay, and here he is. Blackout and all.
Yes, hey, I'm going to be very limited and only on Zoom because I was able to connect my power bank to the internet of the house and it worked. But the one on my phone is down on the everything else, so I'm barely using anything.
What's the blackout? What's the outage right now? Is it like phone
Bro,
companies?
you know what it is.
Country? Is it this? Is it just?
It's the entire country. It's the entire, all of Portugal, parts of Spain, parts of Italy, and parts of France. And they're now saying the president of the EU or whatever her name is, that person is saying, oh, apparently it's a terrorist attack by Russia. Bro, they're trying to panic everybody to do some stupid shit. And so they're just trying to attack them or whatever it is. But no, I think it's just a power failure in the electric grid that that just, you know, failure of an equipment or something like that. So I'm going to be very limited. And so I may not talk, I may not send messages or do anything. So
just blame Russia for everything. Russia's like the middle child in the Brady Bunch. Remember what's her name? Marsha? Russia.
Remember.
Marsha.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I'm connected, and I can barely see my screen because I'm lowering the intensity on everything, the brightness. Oh man, bro, like
he's
back in
living
Stone
in
Age.
dim mode. You're living your whole life right now is in fucking night mode.
Pretty much.
That is wild.
Yeah. All right, have a great session, everybody.
So EU dropping? Thank you, Jay.
No, I'm gonna stay here in the Zoom until something happens. If the power goes out on my laptop, because I charged everything last night, then obviously I'm going to just use the phones. But yeah, laptop I don't think it's gonna last 2.5 hours with everything I'm using right now. So,
all right, we'll just cut the stream short. Let me know when it's dying and we'll call it.
Yes, sounds good. I'm done with that.
I'm gonna gold buy at 33.06. It is 33.07, 33.08. You're in profits. I think it'll push to 33.30. I think once we're above the current resistance, we'll push up there.
Are you in a trade?
I'm not in a trade.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I didn't get the signal here.
Yeah.
Right.
No trade equals no signal. We are.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like a buy stop that was prepared.
No,
like,
not. Yeah, we're waiting for a closure above 33.13 here, or to come back down in range.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm trading futures and forex at the same time on all my accounts.
Ooh.
Yeah, made 50 pips last night on the forex, and made 30 pips on futures. Because that was less because of the fees and everything. So let's get it.
Let's get it. Administration ramps up crackdown on migrant criminals. So we were coming up, we found a resistance, but if we can close back up above that resistance, this gives us a solid stop here, a solid foundation. We just need closures above. If we start coming back down, which it'll be tough to. It'll be tough to look for sells here right now. I believe we're gonna have to retap the highs here, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the only way I can have sells here, we would have to re-break the highs and then break the low of the current candle. So this way, the current 30 would have a top wick, and then if we were to break the lows after that, then I can look for sells. Right now, we're looking for a closure above 33.13. That's about it. 33.13.6, above 33.13.6. Opening up at the top, but we would have to break the highs here and then flip bearish for us to think about sells. But if we break the highs here, there's a lot of clean range. That's why I doubt that's what's going to happen. If we break the highs here, we'll most likely get a closure above, and we'll look for buys on the next 15-minute candle, which will also be the next 1-hour candle. And then we can use this current 1 hour, which would be the previous 1 hour by that time, as a stop. Very clean ranges today. Just gotta be respected or broken. Oh, hold on a second, chat. had somebody come in here to fix the fence. I don't get it. Like, I scheduled for this morning for somebody to come by and fix the fence, so the technician shows up here, and he's like, he knocked on the door. They didn't call him, nothing. He knocked on the door and said, "Hey man, do you mind if I come by tomorrow? I don't have my tools with me." Why did you come by in the first place and knock on my door? The fuck? Alright, so the 15 closed here. We made a top wick. We're still bullish on the hourly currently. We're about to close in 9 minutes, so I'm not looking for any sells here. If anything, I'm looking for support to be created here and a break at highs. Nine minutes. So let's see if this can find a support here. It's a heavy 4-hour candle. Alright, we just broke the last 8 hours of price action. Even more. 10 hours of price action. What up, 808? What's the deal? Hope you're doing well. I mean, technically you are. You're here. You're doing well. You already made it here. New music? Not really. We just kind of turned something else on for the stream. I don't know. Good, bad, I don't know. It's turned down so much right now that I don't even hear it. I do not hear it. What I do hear is the press briefing from the White House about deportations. We will continue with mass deportation campaign. Good to be back, always. It's always good to be back. Break was good, not enough, need more. You ever need a vacation from a vacation? That's what I need. Did you trade last week? Did I trade? Did I trade? Oh, I traded. I'm looking scruffy, huh? Gotta get rid of this. Starting to look my age. Gotta bring it back about a decade. I can't with this fucking panda here. This is crazy. And a fox. Where's the fox? That response means you killed it? Yeah, I had a pretty good break. 5 minutes here. Back in range, huh? So here's the deal. We had a level like this. The hourly might hold that area. If the hourly holds it and the 30's back in range, we just held resistance, right? Then we get a top wick. We would need a break of the lows. Would be the 30. No, it would be the previous. It would be the hourly, which means it would be this low. Huh? Let's see. Let's see how we close. Zoom door, gotcha. Gotcha. Started my signals at the wrong time. Jay started them at the right time. Jay started them right when I had the 140 win streak. Caught all of that. I guess timing is everything, huh? Oh, Kenny in the building. What's up, Kenny? Welcome. How's it going, Kenny? I know Detroit lost, but the Knicks won. I thought that's why you weren't going to show up today.
How much y'all paid them refs?
I don't know, man, but we want. That game was hey, it was in Detroit. If anything, you guys should have gotten the calls.
You would think.
If this was in New York, like, I understand it. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
But then again, they really fucked up in what was it? In game 3 when they rang the buzzer. Right? Or was that yesterday?
You said game 3? What do you mean?
When did the game end on like free throws? Was that game 3 or was that yesterday? I don't remember.
Well, yesterday's game would have, yeah, because he was shooting a 3-pointer and he got fouled. They didn't call it.
Oh yeah. They should have called that. But then like the day before that, right, or the game before that, remember they were shooting a free throw, and when they missed the fucking they rang the
I think they would have somebody a whistle or something.
No, they rang the buzzer when they should have just let it go, when nobody touched the ball yet. I don't know.
Okay.
Game 3 they were clearly reffing towards Detroit, and Detroit lost. Like game 3 was clear game towards like Detroit was getting most of the calls.
Right.
Game 4, I don't know. It looked like a home game for New York.
Yeah, it was rough.
There's a lot of Knicks fans in the building too. I was surprised they let them in. Because you know, in hockey, most stadiums they don't let opposing fans in during the playoffs.
Yeah, they was on the sports channel talking about it. They thought it was some bullshit because Detroit had Ticketmaster had some kind of ban where you had to be in like one of the surrounding states to buy the tickets from Ticketmaster. So you had to be from Michigan or Ohio or Canada or somewhere closer, so the Knicks fans wouldn't buy the tickets. But that was only Ticketmaster. So, you know, everybody else, you can do whatever. So, but yeah, that was a blow. They should have been that close. But, you know, until they learn to take over the game and hold it in the end, then, you know, that's what's going to happen. So they got to learn.
They're not good enough yet.
Hey, Wix, can you let me in at the Zoom door? I'm logging in from my phone because it's draining my laptop. Thanks. Appreciate it.
It's just they're not good enough for a championship run.
No. This is the beginning stages. So, like I said, I just want if they can take it to 7 games, I'm happy. I don't expect them to win the series to get the Knicks. Even when they started, I didn't expect them to win it, but I want them to be solid and show that, you know, what they got to know.
Realistically, I think all top 4 teams in the East are like beat them in a playoff series. They need more talent. They need a. I don't know.
They need another score.
Need another score, yeah.
They need another score because when K dry up, you know, you gotta have somebody else who's ready to take over, and they don't have anybody who's ready to do that.
Harris saying it. I mean, Harris is a good secondary scorer, but he's not. He shouldn't be the
as far as I'm concerned, he can come off the bench. He can come off the bench. I'm so done with Harris, but I like Beasley. He just gotta get a little more consistent. You know, we got some young guys. We're gonna be all right.
You're like you're one good scorer away from being a really good team.
Yep, another good scorer. They keep playing that defense like they play and get them a score, they be fine. You know, we won 14 games last year, so I ain't got no complaints.
Yeah, you had the biggest. Oh, you guys tripled your win total from last year.
I'm just glad that they're bringing back their identity, not trying to run around like everybody else and shoot threes.
I think Detroit was the first team in history to triple their wins from the previous year.
Right. And like I said, we're playing our kind of basketball. It ain't that flashy shit. We play balling. You come in here, we gonna ball. You gonna fight it out.
Yeah, playing that
Yeah.
Joe Dumars basketball.
That's our culture. That's always been the culture. You come here, you can get ready to get sweaty.
Either that or we fighting.
Or we fighting. Or both.
Yeah. Damn, the Lakers down 3-1 with
I know.
Luka.
I know.
It's tough. This came down here. I was thinking of the rebreak of the one since the one held, but the rebreak of the low. But I would have needed a top wick. I was looking for a top wick on this candle first. We had a top wick and then broke that low. We might be looking for sells on the break. It's looking like it should come down to the next support. Got some wick entry buys down here on this. Nice. Very nice, very, very nice. Oh, you know, we didn't check it. We have news today. There's a federal election in Canada. All right. Is Canada electing a new governor? The next governor of Canada. Jolts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Whatever happened to Schnitt? I haven't seen the Schnitt show in a while. For now, we wait. Yeah, I'd want a closure above here, above 3309. Maybe even here now. Can we trade up to there? Alex C. Hung. Good morning, House. Glad you're back with us as well. Ugly looking 4 hour side by side. Side by side. Can we find a support here? What did it tap? These lows. Below here it comes down, right? I mean, we're still pretty bullish. We've driven up this whole area. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a buy stop here. Break at highs. Let's see. The 5 held bullish here, created a top wick, right? Come down, a re-break of this top wick. Fill the range up. I don't have it set just yet. I want to see that we're holding. Bottom right there. Right, because if it holds again, it just tried to come down. It holds the support again in 1 minute. We should be coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna have a buy stop on the break of the highs if we do break the highs here of the hourly. The 5 has held 1, 2, 3 candles in a row now. For the last 15 minutes, it held. A buy stop right here. Not a huge stop, about a 60 pip stop. Just want to make sure we hold this support. 5 closed bullish here. We held. We didn't break the low of that candle. Let you know when we're activated. All right, we are activated. We are in positions here. To come up here. We held support here a few times already, and now the hourly just rebroke its own high. Looking for the hourly to come back up here. stops the hourly low for now. Close in half right there. Moving stops to break even. Okay. Got stops to be here. This is house money at this point. I closed half my position at 11 pips. If it can pump up, great. If it comes down, we'll hit B and then... Oh, I think B just hit. Yep. Was hoping for a quick pump. So I closed half at 11 and might pump now. Yeah, it pulled back on me. It tapped my BE and now it pumped back up. Kind of annoying, but it's alright. I'm waiting for the volume push, and we don't have a bottom wick here on this new hourly. I'm sorry, on this new candle, 15. Wonder if this will actually pump. If it doesn't, we might have another opportunity here for 9:30 in 12 minutes. You have NYC open, and if we do the same thing with volume here, I would not mind. Look at the 30 closing. 30's holding that same support. It's alright, if the 30 runs right now, I mean, for NYC open, we'll have, in 10 minutes, we'll have a closure above the range. So we'll take it above the range. It's a good entry, just didn't pump right away. I'd want the run immediately, but it came up, it pulled back, so. If we had a bottom wick here, maybe I'd leave it and use the current candle stop. Am I using the same risk? No, I got to stop here. That's 60 pips. I got triple the risk. Held that close for 30. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to not move up my stop once we started filling a range here because we don't have a bottom wick on the current 15, right? I don't want to flip and start filling this wick down. So I had to go break even. But if you held it, that's fine. It's good. I wouldn't close it until it taps the top here, though. Like, if you held it, there's no point of closing until it's up here at 33.13, because that's where it's headed. This is clean range. Why would you close for in clean range? You're above everything now, right? You broke this wick here. This should just fill. There's no reason for it not to. Didn't tap me out by much. Tap me out by barely right here. Maybe by a pip. Gotta take a trip to the bathroom. It's all that food you be eating. Five close, no wick. Let's see, can we get a closure above here? It's a good idea here, right? Break the highs. Just take us out before ramp. Really based more off the higher time frame and the levels that we held. Right, we held 3 times here on the 5 minute, right? Seen that? Broke the lows here, came up, closed in range, which means we've grabbed more orders. Back in range. This one never broke the lows, so as we break the highs, we expect this to ride up. That's exactly what it did. Just 10 pips. What I'm thinking, if it's NYSE open here in 5 minutes and we're breaking the highs and it's all this range, we might just push through all of this. Maybe we can get a 5 closure above here. I just think if the higher time frames start breaking these highs, look at this, there's nothing here. This isn't bad. The thing is, it's really tough for stops here. So for the next candle, right, we're holding support here. Maybe a bottom wick on the next candle. We could look to finish out the range and look for the rest of the ride up. Bottom wick on that 5. Had a dream we were back to being stuck in 40 pip ranges. That's kind of scary. Don't you mean a nightmare? Yeah, exactly. Four minutes for NYSE open. Give me a second, gang. All right, 1 minute here. 1 minute. Yeah, the 30's holding this support. Hey, NYC open here. If we can get a bottom wick, we'll look for buys. Break the low. All right, boom. I'm gonna buy stop here. Okay, got a buy stop on the break of the current candle high. Debating current candle or previous. Here. Let's go to the 30. You know what? If we start coming up, I don't want this rejection here. 312, what's the difference? 11, 7 pips, 8 pips. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the break of the previous. Right. Actually, no. I'm gonna leave it where it is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it on the break of the highs. With volume, I think we should come up. Let you know when we're activated, and I think we are in. Yep, we're in there. Yeah, we would have been in there regardless because it broke the previous high also. Keep it, I mean, maybe below the 5. Alright, so this NYC open here. I'm gonna keep it at a tight stop. Roughly 34 pips. Nothing massive because it's NYC open, so if we flip and drive the other way, we can drive heavy. So they don't really mind. It's NYC open, right? We closed bullish at support and we should come up, but because it's NYC open, and if we come down heavy, I'm not gonna have a heavy stop. Stop right now is the previous 5. We're in there like swimmer. Yeah, it's NYC open, so I'm expecting us to come up. We've just rebroke the highs again, so. Try it again. Rebroke the highs. Yeah, if we re-break the lows, we're just gonna come down. Hey, Benny. You're up now? Good boy. Good boy. Roughly a 38 pip stop. I just don't want to miss this range up, but we hit stops here, we hit stops. Oh, I'm sorry, this stop right here. Boom, stop just hit. Small risk, high reward. I can't keep a higher stop just because of the NYC volume. If it holds here and reflips, I'll retake the same position because then it just needed a steeper bottom wick. But I can't hold NYC open if we rebroke the lows. This is funny because since the volume came in, I stopped doing wick entries. I can't justify a wick entry here. I mean, no, I'm still looking for wick entries off the higher time frame. We would need a 4-hour closure, 1-hour closure. But there's no push off the 1 hour. So I'm gonna need, right? I need some kind of stop here because any stop here, based on how we were trading, is over 300 pips, right? I can't hold that 300 pip drawdown if we're wrong. I don't mind risking 30 pips. You know what I mean? Like in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, and wins over the last week have been 50, 60 pips, 70 pips. Yeah, 39 pip plus. Yeah, what I'm saying is I'm doing the same. Obligated to. I mean, not obligated to, but these ranges are so massive. Like, typically my ranges were like 100 to 120 pips. Right now my ranges are like 300 pips. I gotta have stops. Spot. Good closure. Yeah, we had to, I mean, the rebreak there takes you to the next range. So I'd rather take the L instead of adding pineapples, right? Because whatever the minus is here, I'll save that. And once we form a support, then I'll take it. And then I'll just be ahead of whatever the minus was. NYC open, we've gone nowhere. Waiting for a breakout of this range. Yeah, there's a lot of range here, right? Up or down. So whichever one you catch, you can get a decent amount of pips. Incredible. Sorry, I didn't mean to be muted. I said I'm still, so this is the 4 hour here, right? Sorry, I had to mute some people in the Zoom. But yeah, this is the 4 hour, right? If this is the 4 hour, I'm still looking for a bottom wick entry on the next 4 hour. But instead of it market driving against me and tapping that area for me to take an entry, I'm looking for the market to close in our direction. I'll take this flip over here, right? This candle. I have an identifiable stop, and my entry is still part of the 4 hour bottom wick, except now I also have a stop, and now we have the market going in our direction, right, on this drive up versus here as it's moving against us. So we're just putting ourselves in a better position to succeed and also identifying a stop. And if it moves down to the next one, great, small stop. We don't lose any of this. It forms that next support, and we'll do that again. I'm still looking for those same bottom wick countries. It's just I'm gonna need the smaller time frames to start moving in our direction. Turbo luck. No, I think we'll take on a lot more break evens and more losses, but they're gonna be very, very minor losses. Like, I don't mind a 30 pip loss here, right? That's 2 trades for us. It's those 5 to 600 pip losses. They're pissing me off. Right? And if we keep doing the same thing, and for 4 weeks in a row I had the same exact loss, right? If I keep doing the same thing, that would be the definition of insanity. You stepped on his tail. He's sneezing. I thought that's because you stepped on his tail. Oh shit, I look like Bigfoot. Look at me. Oh. Am I almost done? Yeah, almost. You want Robux? You're gonna have to wait. Is 800 good? No. Too much. It's too many Robux. Hold on, let me. Am I looking for sells on a range 2 breakout? It depends how we close. Yeah, I wouldn't mind sells below here, but if we need a closure. Barkley comment? Oh yeah, I've already forgot about that. I don't get insulted. I'm glad there's comments. I get topics to speak on. Only if sells even 4-hour close the way it is. Well, if it closed the way it is, it's going to need a bottom wick before the drive up. It depends how we close. Don't mind me, put self on time. Alright, look good. 30 held support. NYC open, made a bottom wig, broke the highs, came back down, rebroke the lows, and rebroke the highs again. Looked good. Gave us a small stop. Nice 30 to 40 pip stop, right? Nothing like 80 to 90, not 100 pips. Hey, do me a favor, close that door. Alright, we'll go after. Fine. After. Once I'm done. Alright. Hold on a second, chat. We got 9 minutes left here for the hourly. Be interesting. It's also the 4-hour closure. The 4-hour closure is side by side with the previous couple of 4 hours, so we're ranging on the 4-hour. Oh, the big flick? Might as well join you. I didn't know you guys heard that. Flick your own big. Sound of greatness. Y'all got it. I see. I hit up Green. Oh, Green actually hit me up last night. Actually, no, he didn't. I hit him up. I seen that he was watching the Knicks game. I was like, yo, we need Knicks prayer for the Knicks. TT's prayer for the Knicks. Because the Knicks were up double digits, then they were down double digits. I was like, damn, I need a prayer. And the Knicks won. Green just wrote, yeah, got it. I don't think he prayed. I don't think Nick prayed for the Knicks. We did it without prayer. You know why? Because we just did it, right? You just do things. Right?
Amended my subscription.
But how many times do you guys like go pray for something, but then like you just go out and do it, right? And it gets done. And you're thinking to yourself, like, do you ever think it was like, oh, it's because I prayed? No, it's like, thank God I went out and I did this. My point is, some things in life don't require prayer, yo. Some things in life just need action. Right? You don't gotta pray for things that all they require is action. Just go do it. Five minutes. $420 left. Any trade? Yeah, it's in a range. Two minutes. 4 hours bullish here. Two hours bearish at resistance. Lower than the music. I've tried, but in like this is the lowest it goes. Any lower it goes to mute. There. I think that should do it. That should be better. I feel like we're still coming up with this 4 hour closure. Interesting. Can we pump back up, close back up above range? Be interesting. Yeah, give me a sec. Hold on, chat. What an opening. This would be amazing if it could close bullish. If this can close bullish, this would fall in line with the 4-hour, and we can have a fake out and a buy back up. I don't want to sell here right into a support. I'm debating right into the support. And we've already tapped this area to come up. So we can flip here and come right back up. Yeah, let him out. Just here, take this with you. It's good. Good. Let it just keep pushing up. I mean, you want the 4-hour to have a bottom wick, right? So there's a chance this flips bearish. But in the overall this 4 hour is pretty bullish, so I'd expect it to still come up. If we don't get a bottom wick here, we at least need a closure. Let's see if we can close above 33.13. You got to sell stop on the flip? No, I'm not looking for sells until we're below 32.97 here. Then I will look for sells. For now, I'm looking for buys. Just whenever we've seen the 4 hour print like this, we've been held to a range throughout the session. NYSE Open did nothing. Kept us within range. Yeah, now we wait. We're ranging. Everything's printing side by side. Besides the 4 hour, the 30 here, the 1 hour, everything's side by side. Let's get out of this range. If we can close up above here, above 33.13, once again, we will look to fill out to 33.24. I'd like for this to flip. If this can flip bearish and re-break the highs, it would be amazing. Because that would give us a bottom wick for the 4 hour before the drive up. Muted? Yeah, I know. I was on the phone. Closed. Nothing happening. Pushing up, pushing up. Need a closure. Need a closure. Broke up here, broke up, broke up, broke up. Oh man, this is such clean range above here. We're gonna push. Yeah. Let's pull back a little. No closure. Yeah, it's gonna fill up. was looking to see maybe we can pull back to tap this wick, and then we would have had entries. Never pulled back here. Broke it, but didn't pull back to. Would have been interesting. Got impulsive buys for 40 pips. I mean, yeah, I just wanted a small pullback. I wanted a wick to be created. This way we're filling the wick. But now we kind of filled the range here. Need a closure. We don't even have a 5 closure, nothing. Yeah, no. I agree with the idea of volume break. We don't have any range above here based on these candles, right? It's not like there were wicks here to fill, so you're, I don't know. You're hitting an area with a lot of rejections. It's hard to take these buys into this. But once we close, and once we have a top wick, don't you see the eagle pattern interruption signal with a bullish triangle, meaning going in for longs? Yeah, you're right. How could I miss that? Yeah, completely messed up on that one. I don't know how I missed that. What a push. What a push. No bottom wick on this 5. Just freaking pushed. This is a push you're expecting for NYC Open when we were right here. Yeah, 5 pushed up heavy. Let's see if this 5 can close bearish and pull back a little. Damn, gold looks pretty good for buys. Gonna wait for a bottom wick. Gold, yeah, nah, I'm gonna randomly pump 100 pips. Basically, it's good, but like, yeah, honestly, that was the break of the previous 4-hour high. That might have been a good entry, but this freaking no bottom wick. We never pulled back to grab orders. So kind of, that's the annoying part. But you do have a 2-hour celery here. Yeah, you can't take bottom wick buys here because this doesn't have a bottom wick. Your bottom wick could be the flip of the 4-hour. Zoom door, gotcha. Is the power back on in the country? In the country. Yeah, I forgot to pay the bill. That's what it is. No, just gonna run here. No closure. What a funky day. It's ugly 4-hour range, and then we break out. We don't have any orders grabbed, just a straight push. Very, very funky. Damn, my mic just shut off for a sec. Wild. Can't take this without bottom wicks? No, we need the higher time frame to line up, right? Right now, the higher time frame, if we start pushing back on a smaller time frame, the higher time frame doesn't have a bottom wick. This could be a heavy push down, right? 200 pips down to grab that bottom wick. So one closures, but before getting the friggin' closure, this thing just, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? If we had a bottom wick on this candle, I don't mind taking the impulse rebreak at a highs, but we don't. We just kind of close below and then straight up. I think somebody had sell stops here too earlier. His mic is finally having issues from when the iguana sniped him. You take any trades today, Wix? Throughout the day, I have total I have 3 trades for the day. For the session, I have 2. Don't mind me, I'm high. Oh man. Welcome to our classroom. The kids are high and the grades are low. Oh. Really ugly price action today. Then again, Monday, long weekend. I love space travel. Damn, the Last of Us episode from last night was whack. It was a setup for the next episode. Nothing happened. I knew it. I was all excited for no reason. There's a lot of room here. 245 pips here with no bottom wick. That means we're going to need this to pull back, create a support, close back up. Is that a show? The Last of Us? Yeah. It's a video game and a show. My kids play the video game, so we have to watch the show. It's actually pretty good. They already need a pullback, yeah. I mean, otherwise there's nothing we can do. Yeah, if we can pull back and find a support here at 33.13, we'll look for entries there. Let's just pull back 100 pips down. And we will lock in. I'm here till, I think, around 11. Maybe a little earlier. Just depends. Gotta take my kids to their doctor. I'm gonna see this 30 through and then call it. Well, this 30, I want to see if maybe the next 30 can pull back so we can have maybe 15-minute entries on at a support. Doctor, I thought in the park. No, I gotta go literally see. Not the vet, the doc for the kids. Their pediatrician. Yeah, pull back my ass, right? It's a 5-minute. We have no pullback period. We have no bottom wicks on anything. We're just pushing up, so there's no entries here for me. Just noise. Gold is cooked. It's cooking right now. It's cooking as we speak. $46 target? Yeah. Maybe, but this is gonna have to give us another closure. I don't mind a 15, right? But I need a pullback. I need the market to pull back here. But that seems like a good target at 46. Clean range. Thing is, if you're heading to 46, probably filling this wick here. So you're probably targeting 36, and after that you're targeting 50. 53. Gold pushing with no liquidity. It's pushing on a day where there's no news too. There's nothing here. There's nothing going on. So just wait. There's not much you can do.
Hey, Wix.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the grid operator has just confirmed what the power outage is. Apparently, it looks like they're saying we just heard from the REN, Portugal's grid operator. It claims the outage that's affected Portugal was caused by a fault in the Spanish electricity grid related to a quote-unquote rare atmospheric phenomenon. REN says that due to the extreme temperature variations in Spain, there were quote-unquote anomalous oscillations in very high voltage lines. It says that this is known as quote-unquote induced atmospheric variation, which in turn led to the oscillation, which caused synchronization failures between the systems. That led to successive disturbances across the interconnected European
You guys
network.
believe that shit?
Well,
The fucking aliens are destroying the power grid.
oh, it's insane. It also says that given the complexity of the issue, it could take up to 1 week for the network to
1
fully
week? No,
normalize.
the aliens will build a fucking a station, a space station here.
Yo,
Base.
man,
They'll build an alien base within a week. You crazy?
Bro, it's insane. I just wanted to pass that on. It's absolute garbage what's going on,
Yeah,
man.
it's like you look outside. Are there any like motherships about like floating around?
Nope, no clouds or nothing. It's just pure sunshine, blue skies, and like 26 degrees. So yeah,
Maybe the Pope prophecy is coming true.
what's the Pope prophecy?
The Pope prophecy, right? That when this is the last Pope, like a certain amount of popes have to die before the world ends.
Oh, they said it would be 140 popes the from the time that what's his name mentioned it, and we're at 14 or 13, so there's still another 115, and that's
No, I
when they
think
say the world would end.
we're at it. I think this guy's the last guy. No?
No, from the time he mentioned it, we're only at 13. We still have another 100 and something to go.
Wasn't
I
it
checked
14?
it.
Not 100. It was 14.0. 14.0.
From the moment that he mentioned it, he said from this time forward, 140 or 114 posts or something like that. After that, the world will be ending. We're at only 14 from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them to take their time selecting a new pope. Like if they can drag this out into like a few hundred years, I think we'll be good.
Well, they'll be starting to select a new pope on May 7th. So, anyways, I recouped the loss that we had on the buys previously, and I'm in profit again. So I'm very happy about that. I took advantage of the buys, even though I shouldn't have. When nobody works, but it's just,
The impulse.
it's just so bold.
I mean, why not? You made money. As long as you made money.
Yeah.
You're a winner.
Well, Russia confirmed that they're gonna have a truce on May 8th. There's a lot of things going
What's
on.
May 8th? Is that like Women's Day or is that Mother's Day or something like that?
No, I think Mother's Day is on May 11th because my birthday is on May 10th. So I think it's May 11th this year, and May 8th is just a normal day on Thursday. I don't think there's anything.
Wait, May 8th. Something. In Russia, that's something. Yeah, May 8th holiday, Russia. Yeah, it's Victory Day. Yeah. That's when.
That's for Russia, you mean?
Yeah,
Maybe that's why.
May 8th is recognized as Victory in Europe Day. Like we have
Oh.
V-Day and they have VE Day. So it's not formally.
Oh, okay.
I know they celebrate because that's when supposedly in Russia they celebrate when they won World War II. Victory Day. World War II ended on May 8th.
Bro, how high is this gonna go?
But they celebrate that on May 9th. Yeah, Victory Day,
Wow.
May 9th. So that's why they want to do it on May 8th. There's symbolism. Putin always does everything with symbolism.
I mean, he has respect for all of those things. It's important. History is very important. Bro, this is still pumping. This is insane.
Yeah, it's just Putin's version of history is a little fucked up. Complete bullshit.
History is.
He tries to give a history lesson to everyone that visits Russia, and like it's all bullshit.
History is written by the victors.
By the victors,
Don't forget.
yeah. So
Don't
whoever's in
forget.
power, they write history. Shit.
Correct. They rewrote the book on
They
World War II.
rewrite it to their benefit. You might like some of the stories you might hear about bad people. They might not have been bad at all. There's just their opponents are the ones that wrote the story.
Correct. Correct.
Random volume's crazy. I have buys though. Didn't expect it to dry without even creating some sort of bottom wicks. Yeah, week will be interesting. Thing is, we don't have any catalysts, and tomorrow we have a red folder, right? Tomorrow we have news, something that could drive us like this. This just, I don't know. Came off this level here. It would have had a lovely morning if this 4 hour had a bottom wick. At least you can't say Hitler was a good guy. Neither was Stalin. Neither was Mao. Neither was Kim Il-sung. Neither was Mussolini. I mean, yeah, if this just keeps pushing, we'll call it in 20 minutes. We'll call it at 11. But 40 degrees here. Yo, how do you get that degree symbol? Where is that? I can never find it. How do you get that? How do you get that little circle? Anybody know? Borrowed keeper from Eddie. Oh, it's a mistake. I'm gonna have to copy and paste that. Save it to my notebook. Save it to my notepad. $15-minute wick entry buzz. No, I would not. No top wick here. We need this to pull back for the hourly. This thing really needs to pull back heavy. We can get a 5 close below 33.36, right? So we have 3 5-minute candles left, right? This 15. While this can absolutely continue pushing up, what I would need it to do for me to take entries is do this. If the 5 can do this, this would pull back for us. This would establish a support for us. And this would be a fake out right here. At which point I can look for bottom wick entries to fill this out. And at that point, the market should be moving our direction to retest the highs, not against us here with no bottom wick. So God knows how low we can go. But if we can get this support formed and close the higher time frame above here, right? Because if these are 3 15-minute candles, I mean 3 5-minute candles, that means the 15 would have pulled back, but still respected this area, right? It means the 30 and the 1 hour would also close above, and if that's the case, bottom wick and we're good to go up. But for now, none of that's happening. It's just driving. Stop trading how you did? No. Still using everything I know. I'm just, instead of taking the position as it's moving against me, I'm going to take it when it's moving for me. This way I have an identifiable stop and momentum in my direction. Same concepts. But I spent quite a bit of time Figuring out where risk needs to be managed because ranges are so fucking massive. It's our old setups also, Wash. Um, just an improvement, right? This is how I traded Forex, right? When I took, not this is, I don't even want to say this is how I traded because I don't look for all the same things, right? Just a closure outside the range and a buy stop. A lot has to do with volume and higher time frame levels, like I trade right now. But if I'm putting everything I know together, this is what makes sense to me. Same PC case? It's not a PC case. This is a lizard tank. Yeah, just my lizards like clubbing too, so like they think they're in like club space in there. I'm still looking for a bottom wick entry off the hourly, right? But that bottom wick entry, like, look, we're creating a top wick. I'm still looking on the hourly, right, to do this and have an entry at the bottom wick here. Still looking to do the same thing, except in this area where I'm looking for a bottom wick, right? Yeah, roughly here even. In that area where I'm looking for a bottom wick, I will let the market close in my direction on a smaller time frame. We'll drop down to the 30, the 1, the 15. Once it comes down there, I'll wait for the market to actually close in my direction and show me that it's stopped coming down. So once it does this on a smaller time frame, right? That's our entries right here. Still part of this bottom wick, but now we have a clear identifiable stop, which is below where we closed. So, same idea, just a little bit more optimized to be able to account for massive ranges, right? Yeah, if I see it stop moving against me, I'll close it out, wait for another support, and I'll take it for me. It's okay, right? I'd rather end the day at minus, 25 and minus 400 or minus 800, and I haven't really ended on a minus in the last week. I've had every single day has been a positive day. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm back to streaming. I spent the week like trading in silence with my headphones on, just to feel normal. I've been like this the whole week, dead quiet. But uh-oh, who's drawing? Build the range, pulling back. It's tough, right? There's no bottom wicks here. Like at some point, the price should make a bottom wick for this area. I don't want to be part of the 4-hour that does that. Right, if it's not setting up the way you need it to, you're not obligated to have a position here. You can either walk away and wait for it to actually pull back there or give you that support, or you can just call it, right? You can watch it, whatever you want, but you're not obligated to place a position just because you're here. You place position when it sets up for you. Hey, pretty lady, how you feeling? Let me see. No fever? Oh, you're burning up. Did you have medication this morning? Let's go.
Mama is still sick.
Mom's in bed. She's not feeling well either. You guys are all sick. Hold on. Kaya's not sick. Yeah, I know. Benny's sick. Look at him. He's sick of all the bullshit. Me? No, I'm not sick. Come here. Wait, is your Motrin upstairs? Go bring it down with your cup, okay? Yeah, but it's Tylenol and a Motrin. Bring down the orange one, okay? The one that looks like this. The bottle that looks like this. That color. Motrin, yeah. Almost. Not yet. Five minutes. About to pull back yet? No, there's no pullback in sight just yet. I'm probably most likely gonna call it in 5 minutes. Yeah, we needed this to pull back. If it doesn't pull back, we have no advantage points. Not for stops, not for targets. Yeah, even the most basic bottom wick here is over 100 pips. You would need to come down here to these areas that bounce up across the board to finish the rest of the range. If you want to be confident that you're riding up to the top here. See this? This brought you up. This wick brought you up. Yeah, we would need to see something like this. And if that's the higher time frame, the lower time frame will probably, fold back here and form a support. And when it does that, that's when you take this up. That's your bottom wick entry on the higher time frame. But you need that to happen first. You need that pullback. Gimme. Yummy Motrin. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it much either, but at least it tastes good. Hey, when I was your age, the medication tasted terrible. And it wasn't even as good. Like, it wouldn't do anything. It would just make you more sick. So here. You're lucky. Alright, go drink some water. You need water. Yeah, here. Chase that down. They don't see you're over here chugging down meds. Say hi. Wave. Alright, go ahead. Go. You can play. Trip to Greece on a motorbike. You like to motorbike? I like to motorboat. We are not the same. Okay. 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 That's fine. You can do that. Greece is dope, though. The islands in Greece are dope. I always wanted to go to like the I never been to like Mykonos or none of that. I've been to Athens when I was younger. Had a little talk with Zeus. That was about it. $4,200 kilometers by road. Damn, that's like New York to Florida and back. It's 2 full days and 3 days if you add in rest. I was just watching. Hold on, I don't want to mess up her name. I was just watching a dope YouTube channel. This girl, that's what she does. She travels by motorcycle. Like she was just showing a video. She was like driving through Africa on a motorcycle, getting stopped at like every checkpoint. She was like in Congo and Kenya and all that. Forgot her name. I had her somewhere. I saw it on my feed, and I was like, "Yo, that looks interesting." It's pretty dope. She's doing the entire world on a motorbike, on a dirt bike. All right, just closed. Yes. Typically, I'd be looking for bottom wick entries, but I cannot look for a bottom wick entry when we don't have a bottom wick here on the 4 hour at 380 pips down. You feel me? So I'm going to need this to come down here to a support and establish it and close in my direction. Then I'll trade it up. Creates this mini wicks. None of it is good for us. All right. Most likely, if we do take this position, it'll be in the signal channel because there's going to be quite a few candles that's got to print, right? Unless this rips down heavy here down to 33, 24 areas, 25 areas. All right, and even then, it would not be, once it rips down here, I need price to stay here and close bullish in my direction on a 5 or a 15, whatever it is, and then I can look for it to come back up. All right, so I think we'll call it here. If you're in the signal channel, stay locked in. Look out for the support to be tapped down here, and if we just continue up here, then there's going to be no positions till we pull back, and that's going to be for Asian already. So yeah, wait for support to be formed to come back and retest the highs that we've just made. Yeah, but I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for joining me. Glad to be back. Feels so good to be back. Feel like I'm back at homeostasis. Feeling normal again. All right, gang. Yep. See you in the signal channel. See you on the signal channel side of things. Zoom gang. See you guys in the clubhouse. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As for me, my time is up. And just like that, another New York session is in Hold on, I got a good one. I got a good one.